I think she'd come in anyway. Well, hi, Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn. And
I'm so glad you were able to make it today.
we are so glad to meet you, Marilyn. Do you need help having a seat here?
Oh, I can
An arm?
always use help.
All right, let me assist. I
Okay.
think you can do it. Very good. Okay. So, hi, Alex. Who are we meeting with today?
Hi, Nancy. So we're meeting with Marilyn. We met with her a couple years ago, but I think she's really interested this time. What she made it sound like. So she's driving, but just so you know, Nancy, she's a bit of a chatterbox.
Oh, no.
This might take a little longer than we budgeted for. Well, hi, Marilyn.
Oh, hey, Marilyn. Again, so nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're a pretty cute little girl. This is what is this?
That's just so we can hear you a little better.
Oh, well, you know what? I forgot my hearing aids. So this might work out pretty good.
Yeah, this should help.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you
Can you
okay.
hear me?
I can hear you really well.
Can you hear us okay, Marilyn?
Yeah, can I keep this?
Yeah, I think
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good thing.
I think so, yes.
So, welcome to Grand Living.
Oh, I tell you, it's a beautiful place. Oh, I can see why they call it grand. Yeah.
Well, thank you,
And-
Marilyn.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Love it too.
I bet the people that live here are grand too.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Maybe I should live here so people call me grand.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Well,
Great idea.
maybe when some of them already call me grand, they call me grandma.
Let's start. Let's start.
Yeah, okay.
All
Mhm.
right, I see you brought quite a few things with you.
Oh, yes, I brought some things I might need. I don't go anywhere without them.
You look ready to move in with all that stuff.
Well, I sometimes need Kleenexes,
Good idea.
and I sometimes need water,
Right.
and sometimes I need a telephone. I told my kids not to call me. This is my cell phone.
I love it. I love it.
And I tell them not to call me because I'm in a very important meeting.
I don't think you'll get any calls on that here, so you're good.
And,
But you sure don't pack light.
and then I brought this is a clock.
Oh, okay. We have a couple of those here, but
I don't want to talk too long.
okay.
And then I brought me a mint. Sometimes if I talk a little bit, I get dry mouth,
Gotcha.
so that mint might fix that up.
That's good. Some people need mints. That's for sure.
And that way I can talk as long as I want.
Oh, good.
Well,
Good.
Marilyn, actually, we need to have you fill out some important forms, and we'd like to ask you just a few questions. Now, some of them you might have heard before the last time you were here, and some might be new. Is that okay?
So if I heard them before, I can tell you the same answer.
That would be nice. That would be helpful. That would be really helpful.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with an easy one. What's your full name?
Well, that is easy because it hasn't changed. No. My name is Marilyn Ann Nebel, and that's with an N.
Oh, right, of course.
Oh, you're smart. Okay.
And we have another question. Marilyn, do you work?
Oh, of course I work. You know, it's work just to get out of bed in the morning. You know, and my days, oh, they're all mixed up. I get up tired, and I go to bed wide awake.
That is backwards.
So you see, it's work to get out of bed because I'm tired and I hurt. So that's a lot of work.
That's a long answer. Thanks
Yes.
so much.
Mhm.
Well, are you married?
Well, of course I'm married, and I'm married to the same man.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, oh, he's wonderful. He is so special. You know, it's like this though. We're a matched pair.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like me, you'll love him. Yeah, we're a match. But you know, he knew he loved me right away.
Did he?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, we got engaged right away too, and he wanted to get married right away.
Wow.
But I said no, you know what people would think. Oh my God. No, I says we're waiting a year. Yeah. But you know, I gotta tell you about our first date.
Okay.
Please do.
Okay. Well, you see, we were sitting on this sofa, and we were just a kissing.
Oh.
And a kissing.
Naughty.
And a kissing.
Oh.
Wow, Marilyn.
And then here he says, let's take it upstairs.
Oh, naughty. Naughty, naughty.
And I says to him, okay. I says, you grab this side and I'll go around, grab this side, and we'll try to get the sofa up there. But it was too heavy. It was just too heavy. So anyway, we've been married. It'll be 60 years this year in June. And we're still sitting on the sofa kissing.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, we're a matched pair. You know, God sure knew what he was doing when he matched us up.
That's
So,
Yeah.
Marilyn, what is his full name?
Oh, his full name is Franklin Robert Nebel. But don't call him that. He don't like the name Franklin. No. He wants to be called Bob. And it's B-O-B. And he tells people you can spell it frontwards or backwards.
That's nice. That's handy.
So anyway, and people call him Bob. And we got this friend. He's got this friend. It's so funny. This friend's name is Tony. Tony. And his friend says to me, don't say it backwards. And I say, why not? And then he says, don't say it backwards. And I says, why not? He says, I told you not to say it backwards. And I say, why not? Well, we have the most fun. He is so sweet. And in case you didn't get that, it's Tony, T-O-N-Y, and if you say it backwards, it's why not.
I completely get it.
Thanks, Marilyn.
Okay.
So how old are you, Marilyn? It's on the form. We gotta fill it out. There is an age limit to live here.
You really have to know that.
It's for our paperwork.
Well, you know, you're really not supposed to ask a lady her age. But I'll tell you, I'm older than what people think. People don't think I look very old.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
They don't. But you know, in the mornings, I gotta tell you this. In the mornings, when I get up, and I look in this full-length mirror, and I see gray hair, and I see wrinkles, and my eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be, and well, I tell Bob we gotta get a different mirror.
I think so. I think that'd be a good idea.
That mirror is nothing like it used to be. No. No.
All right, well, I do need an age for the forms.
Well, you know, the other day I went to fix my socks because there's wrinkles, but then I wasn't wearing any socks at all.
So yes, we do
That's
need to
so-
have a real age though, Marilyn, if you can help us.
Well, I don't know, you know, when I hurt, I just hurt everywhere. And what doesn't hurt doesn't work. Oh, so how about you put down 48?
Well, I would love to put down 48, Marilyn, but that's just too young to live here.
Well, people think I look young.
You look very young. Yes.
You
Yep.
do.
Yep.
Very young. But 48 is just a little too young to live here.
Well, okay, did you write 48 down there?
I did not. I did not.
Well, just change the numbers, put 84 there.
Okay. Okay. I can do 84.
Yeah, just change them numbers around.
Sure. We can do that.
Okay,
All right. So, Marilyn, do you drive a car?
well, I tell you, I did have a car,
Okay.
and that's another story.
Of course it is. We wouldn't expect anything less.
Okay, well, I had this car, and Bob bought me this sticker, and it was a big sticker, and it had red letters, and it said, "Honk if you love Jesus."
That's nice.
Perfect.
Wasn't that a nice sticker?
That's very nice.
And he put it on the bumper of my car. Okay, when it came to go to church, he wasn't feeling too good. So then I just went by myself. And after church, I go, but then I get on the wrong street. The streets are kind of like this and like this.
Sure.
Well, I got distracted, and instead of going like this, I went like that. And, you know, that wouldn't have happened. That was his fault.
I think so.
Because he on Amazon it was, he saw this thing, and he shows it to me. And he says, "Isn't this nice?" And I says, "What is it?" And he says, "It's a senior GPS."
Very nice.
Good idea.
And I says, "Well, how does it work?" And he says, "Well, see, it's a GPS, and it tells you can go this way and this way or this way, and then it tells you your destination,
Very nice.
and then it tells you why you're going there."
That's great. That's good to know. Yeah.
And see, it was his fault that I went this way instead of that way. And I knew I was going the wrong way because they didn't have those fancy lights, you know. You know, there's red for stop, and then there's yellow. You can go however you want, but you gotta be careful.
Sure. Yeah.
Yellow means careful. And then there's green for go. Well, this street didn't have them. It had a stop sign. And I knew it was a stop sign because I can read.
That's good.
And it said stop, and it was red. So I stopped. Anyway, I'm stopping there. And pretty soon people are honking and honking and honking. So it's like, oh, I'm so happy to hear them honking because they must have come right from church. Or they read my bumper sticker, and they're honking because they love Jesus.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there thinking, oh, how wonderful all this love. And then there's more people coming, and they're passing me, and they're honking, and they're honking, and I'm looking, and not only are they honking, but they're giving me this sign.
What kind of sign?
I never seen this sign before. No, I didn't know what it was. But then I sees this lady. She has this straw hat on, and it says Hawaii. So I know what that sign is. It's a Hawaiian peace sign.
Yes, I'm sure.
I knew it because we should all have peace and love in this world.
That's right. True.
And I looks in my rearview mirror, and the lady behind me is giving me that sign too. And a honkin' and a honkin', and so I'm telling her, peace be with you too. And the people on the side, I tell them, peace be with you too. But I sat there long enough, and it's still red, and it's not changing to go, so I decided to move on, and so I moves on, and so I heard, yeah, moves on, and I'm honking too, and I'm honking, and I decide I better just give everybody that peace sign. I just do. I give everybody go in peace. Peace be with you all. Yeah. So that's what I did. And then, there's more to the story. So then I moves on for a while, and then this police car comes, and would you believe this policeman pulls me over?
Really? I'm surprised.
He gets out of his car, he comes over, and he says, "May I see your driver's license?" I says, "Sure." So I shows him my driver's license, and he looks at it, and he says, "Miss Marilyn, do you know how fast you's going?" And I says, "Yes, Mr. Policeman, I sure do. I was going 25 miles per hour. I was going the speed limit." And he says, "No, you was going, the speed limit was 25, but you was going 100.
Whoa.
And I says to him, I says, "I know I was going 25, but then I sees this sign that says 100, so I works very hard to get up there to 100. So I made it up there to 100. And then he says to me, he says, "Miss Marilyn, that wasn't a speed limit sign, that was a mile marker." And I didn't want to argue. It couldn't have been a mile marker because from church to where I was, that wasn't no 100 miles.
Yeah.
So whoever measured that, they didn't know how to measure.
I guess not.
But I didn't say anything, and then he was handsome. And he asked me to get in his car.
Oh, okay.
So I gets in his car, and we go for a little drive. Anyway, to make that long story short, I don't have a car. He keeps my car. I think he liked that bumper sticker.
He must have. That must be why.
Yeah. But, and before that, I gotta tell you one other day, you know, when I take a picture, I use a camera, okay? I'm not like these young ones that can take a picture with their cell phone. I use a real camera.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was driving one day, and I looks up there, and I sees a camera.
Okay.
And I just know somebody's taking my picture. So I'm thinking, I thought I was going 25. Anyway, I goes back around the block, and I goes again, that camera's up there. So I go slow, takes my picture.
Again.
So I go around again, and I slows down. I even lower than 25. And here it takes my picture again. This happened 5 times.
Wow.
So I thought, okay, what the heck? So that time I just went ahead and went home. And a couple days later, in the mail, I gets 5 tickets. I didn't have my seatbelt on. Yeah.
Well, Marilyn, actually here at Grand Living, we do have a shuttle service.
Oh, you got a shuttle dance? Bob and I, we just love to dance.
That's nice, Marilyn, but the shuttle's actually a large vehicle we have. And we have a wonderful chauffeur, Joni, and she'll drive you to appointments.
Oh, yeah, we need that since that policeman kept my car.
Sounds like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Marilyn, just to get to know you a little bit better, we would like to know if you can offer us any advice.
Oh, I can give you advice, all right, because I'm kind of older, a little bit older. Yeah, let me think now. The advice is never, 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 never take a laxative and a sleeping pill on the same night.
All right.
You know what? Yeah, one time I was constipated, that's the word. And I goes to the doctor, and I tells the doctor, and he tells me, he says, you go to the drugstore and you get a laxative and come back the next day. Okay, so this is what I does. I go to the drugstore and I do that. And I go back the next day and he says, did it work?
Oh no.
And I says, it worked. It worked at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't wake up till 5:30.
Oh no.
So never, never, never.
All right, noted. We'll note
Okay.
that down. Marilyn, do you go out very often?
Oh, my knee goes out all the time. And my back goes out sometimes, and I'd like to go out, but I tell you, this one day I went out, it just did me in. I went out and see, I was gonna get my laundry done and I was gonna get my toaster fixed. But I also wanted to buy a pretty dress for this meeting today. And so I went to this big department store. It had 2 floors.
Wow.
So I took the elevator up to the 2nd floor and I looked at these dresses and ooh-ee. The price? Oh my gosh, no. I just wear my good dress and it looked prettier than some of them, I
Yeah,
thought.
it's beautiful.
Very nice.
It must be pretty because people look at me and they look at me.
I bet they do.
And they look at me. They probably never seen a dress so pretty because I've had it for a while.
Oh, you couldn't tell.
No, some of these old things are prettier than the new things, you know. So I was keeping it. Anyway, so I was gonna head down to the elevator, but then there was this sign and it said restrooms. Oh, I needed a rest after all that time. So I goes in it. They had no sofa. They had no chair. How was I supposed to rest?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I kind of peeked around there and there was this toilet and I thought, well, heck, I could use it, you know. So I was gonna use it and on the toilet was this sign and it said, toilet out of order.
Oh no.
Please use floor below. I read that sign again.
Uh-huh.
Toilet out of order. Please use floor below. Well, they even said please. And when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
So I goes. I get the heck out of there because it's a running. And then I takes the elevator down to the main floor. And here right by the elevator is a sign, and it says bargains. It says bargain basement upstairs. Bargains, bargain basement upstairs. Well, I got lots to do. I ain't even gonna go there. So I leaves and I goes to the car and I gets my laundry. And I go to this laundromat and ready to do my laundry, and here is not no little sign, it's on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, and it says, automatic washing machines. Please remove all your clothes when the lights go out.
Wow.
Very interesting.
It couldn't say that. So I read it again. Automatic washing machines. Please remove all your clothes when the lights go out. Well, I gather my laundry and I get the heck out of there. I ain't taking my clothes off.
Time to find a new laundromat.
Oh my, no, I ain't doing that. So I take my laundry back to the car and I pick up my toaster. And on the way to the repair shop to get my toaster fixed, I see another sign and it says, we exchange anything and everything. Okay. And it says bicycles, motorcycles, tables. Oh, it lists a whole bunch of things. And then it says, bring your wife and get a real bargain. Well, I tell you right now, I and Bob aren't going down that street because he's been wanting this motorcycle and he'll probably trade me in for that motorcycle. That ain't gonna happen. So I goes on farther down that street and I see a sign that says health food store. Well, I could use that. I mean, I know I don't look like it, but I could use that. So I thought, well, I'll stop there. Well, I get there, and there's a sign on their door, and it says closed due to illness. And it's a health food store. I don't understand these signs. If it's a health food store, somebody should be healthy. No, I ain't gonna go there either. No. So then, I finally get to the Fix-It store. And I'm so glad because our toaster needs fixing. We like our toaster toasted on both sides, you know. Yeah. So anyway, there's this sign, and that's okay. It says, we can fix anything and everything. Anything and everything. That should be the same thing. Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good, thank goodness. Well, then I go to ring the doorbell, and here's this sign, and it says, please knock hard. Doorbell is broken.
You are having a heck of a day.
So I ain't leaving my toaster there. I ain't knocking hard on no door.
I wouldn't either.
So I take take my toaster and I just goes home, and that was an awful long day.
Yeah, it sure was.
Probably wore you out.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Long story too.
Well, Marilyn, a lot of great stories. I would like to ask you, do you have a lot of friends? And if, would they like to move in here as well?
Well, I got a lot of friends. Yeah, I got the pharmacist. And I got all the people at the pharmacy. They're my friends, Just the other day I was at the pharmacy and there's this long line and they ask the people your name, your birth date. But I get up there and they don't have to ask me my name.
Wow.
They don't have to ask me my birth date. They just hurry up and get my meds and tell me how much I owe, and then they says, you have a good day. So we ain't got time to visit. There's too many people. Otherwise we would visit.
Oh, sure. I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe that.
Oh, and I have another friend. I tell you, she's the best housekeeper ever. The very best housekeeper. Yeah, every time she leaves her husband, she gets to keep the house. I think now she's probably got 6 houses.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's a great housekeeper.
She is, yeah.
Well, I think you'd be able to make a lot of new friends here too.
I like to make some more friends and I like to visit.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, if you have friends, that's what they want you to do. They want you not just say hi, goodbye. They want you to visit.
Sure,
I
that
like
makes sense.
that.
Yeah.
Well, let us tell you a little bit about Grand Living. Here we
Okay.
have assisted living and independent living.
Oh, I need assisted living and I need assistance and Bob could use assistance too. He could.
Okay, well, to offer you the assisted living, we would need letters from your doctors.
Oh, that won't be a problem because we got lots of doctors.
Good.
Lots of doctors.
Well, Marilyn, any questions that you have for us so far?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, I was just going to tell you a little bit about fitness. So I'm a fitness director here at Grand Living, and we have a lot of fun classes, anything from drumming to chair yoga, cardio and balance. We also have the fitness center, so lots to do here. Pedal the World is held close, with the big screen, and you can get on the pedals, that are on the floor and watch good movies.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we've got a lot of activities.
Yeah, and if you're not into fitness, we have a hair salon, nail salon. We have 3 different dining options, a nice walking trail out back. We also have a lot of fun activities like entertainment, singers, music, and we have bingo.
Oh, Bob and I, we love our music. Oh, when we living in our condo, I bet the neighbors can hear music playing because we always play music. We love music.
Music, okay.
I tell people, and I really think this must have happened. I tell people that when I was born, they must have had music playing, on these intercoms they used to have back when. I think they must have had music playing because I just love music. And then when my head came out, I think the doctor must have said, bingo! 'Cause I love bingo.
That must be.
There's gotta be a reason for everything.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, before we show you around to some apartments, I did hear somewhere that you like to play the piano.
Well, I like to, but I am not very good.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. Would you like to play us a couple songs?
Oh, well, I could. Yeah, I could. But first of all, I gotta explain something.
Okay.
I went to Catholic school, and those nuns there, they always told us to put our knees together.
Okay.
The nun, this is quoting,
Okay.
and this is a true story.
All right.
We're
True
listening.
story. When I tell a true story, I always go like this. Okay, it's a true story. Yes, sister would say, okay, girls, put your knees together so them boys don't see something they shouldn't see.
Okay. Good rule, thumb.
From 1st grade to 8th grade. Okay. So I learned to do that. And then I goes to this doctor who does my hip surgery. And this doctor, he says to me, he says, now there's something you gotta do. And he tells me this different things, but he says, you've gotta keep your knees apart. He says it's like death to them apart. Death until they do them apart. Well, that first part I kind of heard, till death do, you know, I kind of heard that somewhere back when. So that's the problem, but that's no problem usually because I wear slacks.
That's good. That's
So
smart.
today I has a dress on and I got my summer shorts on under.
Oh, good.
Great idea, great idea.
That's
Yeah.
a good plan.
So, boys, you're not gonna see something you shouldn't see.
That's good.
You know, one day I was playing my accordion for some wonderful people. And afterwards I says to Bob, I says, did I do okay? And he says to me, he says, true story, he says, well, your knees were pretty far apart. I had slacks on.
Cheeky.
Okay, anyway, so you really want?
Yeah,
me to-
we'd
Yes,
love to hear
we would
you.
love to hear a couple of songs, a
Well,
couple of
this-
songs.
This first song is Hawaiian Love Song. It doesn't have any signs in it,
That's good. That's good.
but it's still full of love. And in this song, this guy is playing to his lover, and he's playing on a ukulele. And you know how so instead of chords, which I'd like to play, you gotta go ta-da, 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 you know, so it sounds like he's strumming on this. So I'll try to do that if my trigger finger hurts and works and everything. But
Sounds great.
That's what it's supposed to sound like.
Okay.
Just a
Perfect.
minute, I gotta fix something.
Okay.
Get all adjusted before you stand up.
Yeah, and I better take care of this. Okay.
You ready?
Hey, your shorts is falling.
That's okay.
Very good.
Please give a hand to Nancy and Alex. I couldn't have done it without them. And I want to thank you all for coming. It's so wonderful to see so many here. I love you all dearly. No. Bless you all. Thank you so much.